previously, but we've not been able to ratify in Parliament. Let me put on record that the facilities that were approved today are not new loans. These are not new loans or new facilities.
Members have indicated that there are some other engagements and leadership is in agreement. So, Mr. Speaker, we will just do with one item. It's just a question left to be put, and then we can pray for adjournment. Mr. Speaker, so if you may put a question on other paper addendum item 2. Is a motion. Yes, please.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. As has been discussed, judging from the mood of the House, it will be better we suspend the debate on the SONA. However, to close the day, we want to close in a good mood. So we just want you to go to the other paper addendum and put the question for the adoption of the report, the composition of the committee to advise you on the board membership. And that's the other paper addendum. So you just let us adopt it and again.
Let's honorable members, I'm being guided for us to handle the item on the other paper addendum. That's the position of the House. And other paper addendum item 2. And that what is left is for the question to be put. Say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried. The committee to advise the Speaker on the appointment of other members of the Parliamentary Service Board are for good reason, the House will have to adjourn. And so I move straight away to adjourn the House until tomorrow at 10 in the forenoon.
We arahosam wene esiye ebi camera shebedwam chiame hinene za ne kasa nyina etimi aboto ne nyina ne se asetena na no motie anopai ekwa awia ne so asasem ne beto dwane nti no wonom etu wom nsam anom di ho asusade board ho no ebefa na ne de no echi no ena ye radio wise wono eye bekwai ma shebedwani na ono so atwere se ebraso se ma shebedwafo no wonom akasa abrabo ene wasetena no One no eye one ma de hiade na wonum epe bibi eye de fa wabrabo ho eche so mba betenam na hyebedwamu a na echire na wo mankofo kola wo kogina mu akode ama wo mo no wo mo enhye da emfa wo ho yenko ye radio wise ensem ne yentie bie.
Others around us who we know we could have supported better. Let us not leave that responsibility. Nobody, like Honorable Muntaka said, nobody cares about you after here. They need you only when they have an emergency. They need you only when they want admission to an institution. They need you only when they want financial support. Once they have gotten that, you can go to hell. If you're broke, they will laugh at you that you're broke. If you're sick and you can't afford medical care, they will laugh at you. So we have only each other to depend on. Let us not forget our responsibility. The last example is a friend. He's a businessman, a big man. He has cousins who are big men in political class. So 2009, he invited me to his office. We were chatting and he said, Joe, do you know what my uncle told me? He said, Kojo, your friends in MPP, don't abandon them all, because this system will keep changing. At that time, his uncles were in power in NDC. But he advised him, don't abandon your friends in NPP, because power will keep changing. I hope we all learn from this.
Ebusia bekwai abato pesia so mashebedwane ye ranmunyan for Joseph for Seusu Jowise ena yekọ ekotie ne de no na eno echi ena asawase mashebedwane wonmunyan for Muntaka Mubrak wano so ede kakra eto aso trese onuado ena eyenti no ebra so se mashebedwafo no woman kasa ebehwehwe wo mu ho na wo mahu sampa menua ne ho ya na se ne ho nya hefa no wote ana se hefa na ya na na maochi ekokodro no betimi aboa ama bibi ekoso ewo bi ntemu a ana se obi ho a wo mo atimi edo mani atimi edi na chi
came a time behind me. Deputy Speaker, first Deputy Speaker, came a time behind me. At least I've had the privilege of going to know his house. If you put a gun on him now to tell him where I live, he doesn't know.
Even though we are from the same region, can you imagine others from other regions? If I ask Honorable Otibrek, he's been here at least over a decade. If you ask me where does he stay, I don't know. The same if you ask him where I stay. So we pretend that we are colleagues. We are not building friendship. We are not building a family. No idea. We are the political class. If there's democracy, it is there because there's parliament. The day that there's no parliament, there's no democracy. Even under a coup d'etat, you have the resemblance of the executives. You have the resemblance of the court under the marshal. What you don't have is parliament. But we are consistently refusing to come together and build the political class. We are excessively partisan to the extent that people don't even want to see you with another person on the other side chatting. They give you names, and we all become so scared that we now are afraid to even relate to each other. I'm happy to say I have never hidden that Napo is my best friend, and everybody knows that we are childhood friends, and I'll proudly say that anywhere, regardless of what any other person will say, I came to meet Honorable Osewusu in this chamber. Yes, we try to build bridges. We have our own differences, we have our challenges, we have our conflict. This is what we must do. We must begin to bond.
Won't say yina yedi amanyoko ba komu die nanso no ye nuafo ye nipa moja na gina ye nyina ye munteno etoda ye fa amanyosem no nto nchen na ye nhwe se ye nua eni we sei ne enya nkabom ne enya ba koye sebe ya ye nyina no ye betimi akoye nim na enema akonkan ede ama ye nyina asem na hyebedwafo wei eye asawasem na hyebedwane won monyafo muntaka na ye kɔ ekotie no no na wo mo makasa de de no achi no na yewra ya ono ye front Haruna Idrisu wono kane na chese wo kyerese kane no na hyebedwane bi kurampo no ya ade na wo hia emoa bese 12,000 Ghana cedis pe na kwa de akwakoye operation na so panyi ye ya wanya kobo amfa mfiri ne ho anase obi aho ono akasa Haruna Idrisu no na etimi ejiremu wo bra kane mashebedwam chiamehene wonmonyafo Michael Kwei eso asramu mienu timi boy na so se ne nyinampo no mashebedwane no wantimi enya nkwa yenkotia no so said they was sitting nsem to jafai
was that the former member of parliament, and I'm just highlighting what the Honorable Muntaka have said. When we sit here, we allow the public to bastardize us for ex gratia. Beyond ex gratia, what is the quality of life of the former MP? And what are we doing to improve our lot? And Mr. Speaker, at the time, Professor Michael Kwei, as chair of the board, needed to help a former MP with 12,000 Ghana cedis. And this MP was requesting to do a surgery, a prostate surgery. I want to keep the name because this is public. And Professor Kwei turned to me and said, Haruna, that's a member of your caucus, former member. He needs urgent medical attention of 12,000 Ghana cedis. So Professor Kwei whispered that minority leader find half, and I also provide half. Mr. Speaker, before 1 week, this former MP passed on because he couldn't afford the cost of the surgery.
I was seeing way a arahosemo SCA no Rashebedram said ye one so a sikasa de fa hono and a yakwa quotie yankwa a joso and potamo baby a yura John Kumah ni fear a wono said ye at this year a cha a jajuno and yasem ketwabusia yen shebi marcy.
So many people around me. Come to work, we are from the ambulance. Then we reduce our from the 5,000.
Ebusia yara what's addition ya jamfo adofo ene abusuafo se de wo si twadwo ewo edwo so do na so ba bia yewura mrahye bedwane enei wanya ne baabi ekoye rajon Kumah ono ankasa ne sesen ewo no ena ekohwe ho ensem no na edamaraho semi so ama ene Sompa kasiafo yatiasi abonten ene adehye bi nso akotwetwe nkomo de afa areho semi sei ene oto wonum tuo ekasafaye
13% to our GDP when the sub-Saharan average is 16 to 18%. So we are not really doing enough. Of course, people have said we should broaden the tax base. And I have seen a lot of compliance measures that we have introduced to do that. But beyond that, we still have to look at how we use innovation and technology to be able to achieve more, especially through e-levy and digitalization. So what we are doing, we are on course. We believe that it's taking a while, but we will get there. Today was to complete an important assignment of loans that we have contracted previously, but we've not been able to ratify in Parliament. Let me put on record that the facilities that were approved today are not new loans. These are not new loans or new facilities. These are loans that are already on our books and required parliamentary approval, but we were unable to do before we rose the last time.
Ebusia lawyer John Kumah brana otia CNS kasebia wone ensentrefo hia emu enchechemu efa ne dwumadi ahodo ne aba dwumadi ahodo ho no ena kyese yebo obi a esetechema mpronti no ye ma mote ye no ye free ensem ni mu ye yare hosem a efa lawyer John Kumah ya wode eja ye hu na ye mfa ye ni enchemu wonsem foforo mu ye borra mu ewo NDC eyezu eyeza akatamaso enso amanyuko ni mu na ye Rajon Dramani Mahama nei wono ena ekita frank emu ede ama amanyuko no sebe yobetimi apretumi no ede ama wono amanyuko no fimpimienu ene eduonu nan abato ni mu eno enam so ntene yese wode hye nko anante wase wonye chitafo bi ema ne boni chidom ya ono ebeye tuapana mu ede amano na Professor Jane na opoku agimai enfie bense enai nie no wono ena otabri no ede ne baye ne ma ankoye amfa ama wonom na so wase abamubuo emaye enei wonom ede krata tententi ababonten ya wontrefo panyi ye rafifi kwete wono ena ne nsa ehyaase chese Professor Jane opoku agimai wono ena chese womo ese yino sebeya obeba beboa ye Rajon Dramani Mahama ama ono akasa ne botaye enani suade hunu se obeji tumi no ede free MPP nsam no etimi abemu ede ama wonom na ebusia sa wohwe eneme mu ayewura yade a wo kyerɛ sɛ Mami Jane yade a wonimu de na sɛde ono ankasa na brabo ene ne su etie no wo gidie ene arehwemu mapa sɛ de etoso mienu yi wode ne eba no obetimi aye bibi so no nko de akyɛn kane ne de no de aboa manyoko ne sɛ bɛya wonom so no bibia bɛkɔtɔte de ama wonom amankoni mabotire no abato na chi no wonom etimi de abo na ɔkyerɛ nsɛm ɛna wɔkyerɛ sɛ ɛhyekina sɛ NDC amanyoko no wonom adwene ɛma ho ɛkyerɛ sɛ ma ɛna yɛde wɔn kyekyere ɔman a etimi ekoye wɔba wo de ne yɛ adeɛ biara ɛyɛ yie ntine sɛ wɔhwɛ maame na de sua mu nsɛm na brabɔ mu nsɛm sɛ de wɔsi di ne ho ni ɛne sɛ ɔti wɔ ahofama ɛde ma ɛyɛ party na bibi adi adanse sɛ ampa yɛsɛ ɔba bɛyɛ bi aboa ama NDC amanyoko no so no etimi edumpɔmpɔnso a wonom nyinaa eni eda kwan eti maame Jane Professor Nana Opoku Agimai enei wono ena NDC amanyoko no aboni din se womra mehwe na wontimi emoye Mahama chidom omunkɔhwim tumi no emfamfiri MPP nsɛmfimpimi no ene aduonu enan abatuo ni mu afei yebɔwura mu ɛwɔ soafo ya wono ɛhwe kwan ene akwantempo ho ensɛm so wono kroya ɛyɛ bantema abatuo mpɛsia so ma hyebedwani wonmonyafo Francis Asenso Boache wakyerɛ sɛ sankɔfa we no yenchi na wo hwe eye kane no rotos ane yeje ne yede boa sebeya ya kwan so twentwe hu nsem no ebetimi agina brane no ya kyese aban yi ba ye no hwe enema ba komienu bi a wotimi twem no wo susu se empanyimfo ensan famra ne betimi aboa ama yesika sem ho totoye no agina ye ama ya kwan so akwane abedie no so no enema nyina akoyi ama nipa dom na so no ensa etimi aka enwuma yewra asenso boachi
or you take action or you intervene. But maintenance also means money. In many countries, they use the tolls that they collect from the proceeds from road tolls to finance maintenance. But in our case, we have suspended. I think it is a good time for us to start the discussion to bring these road tolls back so that we can get money to maintain our roads. That is very important. So at our ministry, we have started the process by engaging the various stakeholders to get their buy-in to make sure that we bring the road toll back. This is very important. I have never seen any serious country where they don't toll their road. Yeah, but in our country, anytime that you want to, take money from citizens, we politicize it. So everything is politicized. This is the way of cautioning our political leaders that when it comes to national development, let us all come together in a bipartisan manner so that we can collectively develop our country.
Ebusian Rosen so boache so for ya wono hwe yakwane yakwantempo ho nsem so ne dey wabra Kumase ene nkra kwantempo so obo entoa efa akwan no so no ena woda ensem wese nyina di ede ekyereye na yewra mu wonsem from na nuada ena na eye mfinhia aduosia enso 67th anniversary ya wo my Ghana yanya mfinhia no aduosia so ntie di ho afidi dase de afibia no yetimi eye no wabra Dr. Kwame Nkrumah wona panfo kwaje fa hodie edema o micronkron Ghana na afi wese mu de no ekoso ewo eye epoema ntem kropo kofodue mu na eno enam so na dodanko ekofodo mampanyin ekogina simpie ni apaso jakasemo bra na wokasa no ena wode ensembi etudwa etrese okobo tetekwahye panyin paya ene wa magana din ahyeta wiase amanse nyina kofa na dopo ekofo akoko aba ede baye na woka ne ho nsem no ena wo trese yewura yikra no eyade a wo free mampon akuapem saa se bia wo kan ye anam so amanipa dodo na toto bi de ma no ekyerese da bi wunimu e wo senka wo bisa fi se yewura tetekwahye nyo obi aninchi efri eye mampon akuapem nemom bibi enede no ekopie ho panyi pa bi ye ba bakosem ho a waben akwadalwom brekro na wasaye mranim ni lawyer Frimpong Anoche wono akasa ede afa nsemi ho.
I think whatever be the case, or mammy no papa in Cranford. No mum was so crown, fear dunkuno, Anna, above eye Basel for Presbyterian Presbyterian, ever fan, and no more than a call, but on a so mampon, quapping, and I tried a black meat, a juma, until no would do much your blasphemy, and no more than a call, Fernando Poe, oh, Coco, no, soon say, be promised one with time, someone enough for us to walk until you dear Coco, no, a day in a boboa, or no, Maneniska, the best to be a man, and call for now what's any ship, and a more Coco, a deba. Ghana has said that the Kwashi and yet number what they buy your friend is saying we should run on Mercy Coco. A year attempting say oh Diano. Mercy say no kind in cheap. No they I don't call the promise but you was here a Jumano Nimwe a big cocoa tia into the first cocoa farm in Ghana no that's so as a tourist attraction. Now or tell me see mama photo seedlings no efin ho ne bedu the year ene ye be 1898 wo na Ghana trade su cocoa pa e bedu the year 1910 no na the whole world Ghana na yet so half of the whole world cocoa supply no if Ghana all because of man that kwasi the one che we are so 50 years
I was seeing any piety and king a baba semua wa bin wo mo sai emranim ni lawyer friend po anoche na wode enchechemu kakra de ema yenom na e won sem kroya ho kopie mu e woda dangbe council na metre na nanom atankonwa bedwa ye no e won krampumpuni mantemu na wonom so pilot papa e fa na do dangwa kufuado ye wura tatakwahye ne nchi a wode no akwa wie baabi ne ho ne no e na wonom e trese enya ade a wonom ebepene so enam sayo so ama president ede ma bedwakwe ni ayikwe otu wakasa ede nsam atodwa wa bra wone ensentrefo ebonkomo.
Saying that we did issue a statement to debunk what we felt the president did, which amounts to a representation of facts misleading the public as far as we are concerned. Really, I mean, if you say somebody is an indigent, you are not suggesting that he moves from somewhere to go and live there. You are insinuating that the person hails from. That is why you say an indigent. Now, if you know that a man hails from Osu, and sometimes people say it is even from Peshihola, whichever way, it's a guy. Look at the name, Bete and Kwasi. I mean, this name can never be not all names. You understand? In a cry, they tell you when you mention your name, we know where you come from. I mean, if you know the history, you know that during the creation of the Greater Accra region, some of the Krobos were sent to the Eastern region. And the issue was that they said they have their farms there. And that if they opt to come to Greater Accra region, that people may tell them that then they cannot take their lands away. And so they opted to go. That is why you have Nene Sakite and there. But they don't name, and never, names from the Eastern region.
Tinin Ken wano a president said the ma enkrampuni mantem na nanu atankonwa bedwa no ni ayikwe otu ene ni din na ye kwo ensemfo from a enura day na chese 6 March no na enya asem ketwa ensrabo no eyade a ekoso ewo miamia fa na nyina ewo omai Ghana mu hasenom na wodi wani hyremu ewo tamale eye adjubri park ye wo ho na ho ena edomo a eno ewo atifi mantamu do nyina no ekobo ehyiemu wo ho a wo de match pass no ehyehye so na arawo sem ya aba betodwa ewo eye edayechi no ene se esuafo be se 44 students ena fe bambo adwumakuo efo be se duonu ensia 26 security personnel and our chest say wonom eto baha say wonom collapse ye na eno na empanyinfo ya wonom edi dwuma ewo Ghana Red Cross Society and ambulance services no ne apomuden adwumakuo empanyinfo ya no mo ho no ema wonom eho ha eye ha otimi efa wonom nyina wo hwe wo ma ebi kura akopie mo ewo ayasabia na enam sayo so ama Sompa kasefo ye ne Yera Simons Yusuf atotwe enkomo wono eye panyipa be de etire ya wone amansa din kita ho de Ghana ambulance service no enchemu kakra ya wode ema ye no yenkotie mra
Inti they no quite to say it's a major event. Inti for now information I know what makes media now concerning about casualty Eastern region there no. So as at yesterday no idea program no it was about 70. I don't know where the figure is coming from. But the figure is 67 and this is coming from both military, police, ambulance service, Navy, and fire, custom, immigration. So these are the people. Out of 67, the 8 were referred to Isu Regional Hospital, Kufudria, 88, and I cannot confirm, but information I say one of them has passed on. School for an machina, sir, association, when I address no one to be to say military for me, from and so still, and that's all because no make a soldier for no big a police for council and medical kind of school for so count. Now, Nina no, I could see a real cajon and the brain so underlying condition. Maybe or your review do BP. Maybe about one also fair or so much. If I now say a more banner or more DD and Sana or more about Paris. Oh, So Sarima Winina no, Wigina Switcha, or blood circulation no, and court says Sanya Bia, Ubia one and now be a 1 take a crack and say, maybe blood circulation, but you can have
Busia we yara wosemwa enrada Independence Day esi ye na ambulance service adwumako no panyi pa be de treya wono ne amansa din kita ho ye receive Simmons na chese nipa be se nkwada na aduana nan panyifo ya omo ya bambo agina tuko ana adwuma ye fo no so be se aduonu nsia ya wo ka bomu a ekwa ni mo kakra na chese wo trese wo mo etoto ba ha we eye arehosemo a emu nkyeremu na ye de amamo no na enrada Independence Day would wani etremu obromantem a won so de na nya fedi agro enam so ama enmiamia dodo na no na ye bobo ewuraye efriwa de ani kyeremu ewo eye epoye mantem na busia ye friwa na ye se remu ewo emfifi mantem ehwo na swafo ya wono so ewo emfifi mantem Mami Justina Marigold Asan wono so de ensame to Ghana fo nyina nim se asomdwe we ne boden ho so na yenti sika enkonkoto eno ti Ghana ya asomdwe bo ya no no yenhwe emwa se be ye betimi abo ho ban na kabima menka bi no so no yetimi atwa ho chenku se be ye nipa bonfo bia ene ne mabone biara no ye behwe ayi wo makwa e de afiri ho na timi aboa am yetimi akoyenim.
I urge all stakeholders from the public and private sectors, civil society organizations, and indeed all Ghanaians to dedicate ourselves to the cause of Ghana's development. We must work even harder to reduce corruption and poverty, build more infrastructure, create jobs for the youth, empower women, and sustain our development. We also continue to strengthen the pillars of our democracy to make it more inclusive, participatory, and accountable. We all know that this is an election year, and very soon, political parties and interest groups will mount various political platforms across the length and breadth of the country with different messages. Take cues from what happened from years back in countries like Sierra Leone, Sudan, Congo, Somalia, Colombia, Liberia, and Cote d'Ivoire, just to mention a few. There is no need to belabor the boils of war and the reign of humanity in these countries. I wish to use this occasion to urge all of us to guard against all tendencies that can destroy our peace and democracy.
Mami Justina Marigold na no disem no wa mana mpem wa wasade kakra toa so efa kemame nkabi amemu ne ho sebe ya nyina no ye be mana ye enhwesode kese ede ama eye Ghana fo ewo abibremu fam hase no.
Having gone through these changing phases, our democratic transition since late 2008 to date has been more successful and has attracted international commendation. The theme, our democracy, our pride, is a timely reminder of the progress we have made as a nation in upholding principles and values. Ghana's democracy stands as a shining example on the African continent, a testimony to a commitment to good governance, the rule of law, and respect for human rights. We therefore every cause to celebrate this day as we strive to fight dialogue, promote tolerance, and embrace diversity in unison, which is the strength that enriches our society.
On monya for Justina Marigold ye 15 months musuafo na yekọ ekotie no ebusia ye gina se no maka cho se mizo free drink and 5G mizano ewo adwama so ma won sanka bi enuane no ahyemu se be sanso na hoden so abuso chapo ewo munte no eye ana wa ma wo man bi anonom na won nyine na ye from sanso na mo ye stores ne mo ton drinks ahodo ni titiro no mesromo munya bi na adwabodwumedie bi a wo ye se ya wadegye ana se bi aponto bi ye yo no eye ana wanya bi dia serve wa hoho 5G mizano so etechre eno so boa papa ema wa watoba ha ewa hoden mo no etimi ahye okubu mesro ma wonsanka bi wa bra wo frɛ May 0246 270 221 0246 270 221 Dr. Silas and Mranti and Mabawan so EDB enam emiamia hodo montin so ntino ho van na wagina won no agye wo de sanso so and at 21st clinic the sciatica expert for one of frefro say yade bie ha wo no mesro yade na kwa so abu ache bomodia na bra wase ye wo Kumasi ase no mehwe overseas afro radio nche ho na wonyi entoma no ye no yade entoma no mfiri wo so ahosan so no nko ene be ye wo dia ama apomden so aye wo chefa mesro wo susiachi entine no eya na etwe fa wo siremu a besi wo 19 ho eto da bi kura pa na wo de no eye bobu wagu ho wo sifri kema na do na pempem ho ni nyina no eye sciatica ne bia 21st clinic ya gia baso body pina ene de free sa ya de we se ho sentine bomoden na fa wani echechwe miamia ho do officer 15 branches ena ye wo e wo mema fa na nyina wo sunyane a wadaroma for ni chemo original hospital first gate ni hwe ni mu obo se council quarters called junction ho ena domain edwom enkranso onsabeka yenkranza ye wo ho emiamia dodo na wo 0540311311 0540311311 na Dr. Fuana Joso ene wedin kya twetwe nkomokra nsa na wochina da waboa ho ede wani akire ho akwaje ayasabusia yenyina wese so na yentwa ye ho tewe no nsuom na ye ba ensam dodo na ena aka akire ne Sompa kwamo enya afe eni nti ni atwotwo wuro eba dwumedie na se wabra na enya sem ketwa na nanom ahemafo bi ede adestre atompanyifo anim
21st clinic aye sciatica expert sciatica no wo nerves na wo to ase na fa wo siremu na fa wo nasia besi ase ho no se ho techema eno ene ye fa ne sciatica na etimi bubu wo to ase ka wo se dwe wo sirem wo je ho ba bi a enye na no na 21st clinic ba ye adwuma pa wo mu ye ntia baso bo ma gine wo Ghana ha ene amono ne enya asem ketua Womuji international awards ahodo womuji local awards ahodo na anu nso na womu be the only sciatica research and treatment center in Africa bibrim hano ebi ni baby a gise 21st clinic nkoa womu de bibiduro ene besa o yare no masa de machine aka ho eya yare sabia yare bia wutimi de ko ne mama de ba ko a woma gidi womu pa no eye sciatica ena stroke nso de kwa diabetes ne hypertension ne ade ne ade Ghana ha ba bia wo mo ho 0540311311 0540311311 na 21st clinic wo mo ye sciatica expert.
Introducing Mixer 5G Sparkling Drink, a whole new refreshment in a can. Mixer 5G is a tasty non-alcoholic drink. It is a perfect companion for all your events, including parties, weddings, and funerals. It is made with green tea, ginseng, guarana, grapes, and grapefruit. Get refreshed with Mixer 5G Sparkling Drink. For bulk purchases, contact 0246 270 221. This advert is FDA approved. Sompa TV, Emma Aketiapa.
Ebusia ya mamumo ene twen afe no obeka ya ho so ayemo akwaba so nonko enfamra enwumre no nsiabrem kase boye tutu ni srani abasade mamo e wo Sompa television so brekro na woti anka santimantem ya Sompa 93.1 Bromantem for to the fasunyane Sompa 98.9 and abuna poye mantem for nyina so etie e de fa nkranza Sompa 90.7 yet one sem no so na yegiremu e wo bromantem enrada match pass ne ho nsem na because so e wo ho enam so nte no bromantem so for monya for Justina owusu banahene wono so e de afutuo e koma asuafo nyina sane bonefo sem ya enam so ya na ekotwe abrabomu niam bia ehia e de bresuafo no wonyina kwa enfenfri wonom abrabomu na wonhwe efise nei wase woto ani ehwe entoaso ko ahodo ne mu ene je se GHS krampo na se de mayu ne titu wo mu esi po wonom ho no eye arehosem na wasade adesro ne bi ekọ e de ma chetrefo.
And peoples, I wish to admonish you to avoid all forms of social vices and embrace what is virtue. And when I talk about these vices, you understand it better than myself. And Niema answer and fata, Emma Onipa Dasani, and Kanka Bofra Wuna Yatiti Walk, Jayo, There's one observation in this region, that when you visit the schools, regional director and all directors of education, for matter my teachers, that you go to a school and you can count as many as numbers of girls and few guys who are bleaching their skin. Everything, most of my teacher for, most of my color, and the other thing to me, come on now. Who's school me? Everything, or teacher near or child of Friday, and young woman on qua, Maonina, Sabaya young values. Our social cultural values will be imbibed into those children. Nachano, Onyanala Genivia, 1 year old.
Ewusia onimonya for Justina Banahine Yawono Eyabroma Tamsua for and our dear Futo we say Emma Yenom Yanko Yedria Bema Beneza Husu and Sanchen na enrada yenyina ye ni agye ya kyese ye dia fofida emfinhye aduosia enso aga na adie ho no yese wo de wani ekyerem opoku krom ye no wa hafo no south east mensimu a ya ade arehosem esi woni se maame bia wanya mfinhye abese aduosia num 65 bibi ato no yenko na yenko tie free Ebeneza ma adwoe
bejo so oyele
na apom ti sen
nyame adom na onso
Eradi krekra yare hosem na ne ne mu wa hasenum sana eno da yese maame bia wanya mfinhye aduosia num bibi ato no boye nkyeremu yese anwum eda yete de free ni ra no na wo ho abetimi dia mu ama ne kan na dia amaye
medase eno ada wa bra na abo no nine pepe no ene krabe tu ga se maame pani a wadi mfinhye aduosia num no sabra no ka se wato na no mu ewo nkedo a onka tia for atas who be ni nyina akoba se na maame ni yade se o twakwan ni mu from poku krom e de na ni akyerem wo friend say o fa ba ko e wo poku krom na no eno ne yehu se sprinter pass ya the registration number no GW 4556-2019 no every edim likatente every abekwa to wo na ni kyerem wo kumase eno na nam so ma sa kan ya a registration number GW 4556 what me at the bomb man I just enya seketwa se am no ka se wato na nanom won sedo a on ka tiase for asase wo biemu na wabra enu ada no sa awehuta bi sie na no e na busia wo mo so mami efiri no enam se wo ye kemoni no mutumi ya ho enye bibia ma apotifo edene emu no edema wo ma wo ko pe no krabe na driver ne no kuta sa efiri no to no system no kasero afwa na matiano wo twira political bukum dendende a wo no so ene amra e baba be ko ase na ka no so wo di sa nyamra no so no ya de se aposifo age e de ti wo bakate a tie no e wa aposifo ensem wo manka so e di system no kata de abrantia wo no ekuta sa ache ne etimi de abo maame a wo de mfinhye de o tie enum a wato na nanom won tie do system no kata no aposifo pratem no ma omuye mu twetwemu ye be frɛ to ba bia ye be ba Sompa etie
Zamame faunsi asenum ye na wase papa ye nu Ebeneza usu ansa ena wotso nkra fra santemantem poku kroma hafo no south east mensimo de ema ye no ye maame nyakopon emfa ne kra ensie mabusia nyina so yakọ ene hyeden ewusia yemra moy na enne den na enye fedi agro ewo Sompa 93.1 FM ene Sompa TV so ni nyina no ene se Sompa nkomo ya wo hini ni amesa adazo asofo maame premeni wotua anono wo hye dwumedie ase ene afepepepe ne ese asansa fo ade a wo de trente no enam sayo so ama ene efidida no wadi ama na ye fe wa brampanyifo ye wa adwumakuo mu ene adwumayefo nyina dofo ne ahwefo ya wonum ewo echichi ni pincheye ede animonyam ebete echire ema ne bo ne pomponso a na kyase ye animonyam hye na wode wani kyerem odwumedie na se ene Sompa mpanyimfo etwuemu no nananom ahema ne ahemfo nso ede om animonyam ebete echire asofo kukudam ene ensentrefo ye yebo mu dia na ye koto asore wonum nyina ebehwe ye emadwumedie no etimi ekowie mu ewa awie pa neno ena hensa hema kroba ko ya jase no wotachiman bunu ismantam ne mu nana asantoa munumfie enso eba ye na wo kyerese adazu ede wo ye ne de eye kama pa esanse ena adwumedie no enye se wo ye ne saa kwa na mom amoasie sanitary pass ene secondary schools besem yensa and our friend one ya wade a ye naka bako aduonu 50 boxes and the ma a ye suku BSc council so esa episo and no nana hima e bona baso and mpanyimfo abaso atrese de o ma ye ne de ye na mo fanso he ya na wonom oto so no so no wonom enwene nkwadaa ya wonom enso emo chesimu esanse wonom nyina no eya womo ehia emoa ne bi yenko tie se de nana hima wosidi ensema to dwafaye
foa machia wa me mo amfri swame edwomba ye school for eni achechre for abusuafo a machia mo hanyina manije se na day ni amira osiade
ebusia mo de beche kakra de tinen ken se na santo amunum fie wono henso hema na wakasa ye no ne de no echi no ebusia se wode wani kyerem ewo insura fm a obra dwumedie ya kyase no nyina nso no etese Sompa nkomodwumedie ya lady counselor mama efe wono na etua no ene wo ya de papa nanim onyam ne nimdie ene na dwempa de bete adwumedie nachi wono so ekasai kakra ne se adwumo eda yete de frini wura no efutuo ya wode ma ye no sei ene kofae
na yetumi di call school into why you lucky na wo SS na wo fo aye crowd see betua school fees for obisi weni so as your mentor for obisi weni so as your mentor na bom modern say wo obekọ anim kura chen wo mentor no emfa wo say oh me ko school eniti me wo soro chen me maame ne etie biara no wo maame pedache pa e de amount have a vision say there be ya look up to somebody ya na brabo ebe show nkra ne ebe tell ebe ma wako anim don't
abusia edipa yete nenken a lady counselor mama efe ya no ewo insura fm na futu ano wode emasuafo a womo ebe adwumedie no ase no yakwa akobo ebiachi ede amamo na busia sankofo ye nchi ye kase so ayete se ye nuanom anwurafo na asa no na se yekoye nim kakra ne yaba yachi hensa hema nana asante wo no fie ne nkomo no sede esi ekoye no sei na netie
SHS nkwa na omuhia safi babiem anasa wo toa so aya mesel emofa na mo basic school no omuhia bi pa ye kokon kra na CB say ye community na ye hu say nkola ne pad nti bebre nti mi nko school so obu ni nsa nti mi nko school nti mesel wo no management say mo ye biem a mo kai mofra na omu so wo basic school no na ye ntumi emwa ye mfa emwa won na ne ananom se men kan show ne say yeah bad
ewusia yena nana asantewa munum fiase wono hensa hema ne bon champion de dua kwade hia hema fo ene ahemfo ne bi edwani monyam ebeta adwumedie na chie gide se wo mu krampo na nyankopon ada romance aka akra no waso wonom ewo ne ntaban kware no so ede wonom akwakoduru efie asomdwe mu ntino nana hema de ene yetie ne krakra mu no ena ohini ni amesa adazoa safuma bi premeni wono ena na adwumedie ni nyina esini naso wosi nipa ya de a wosaye yie na Sompa nkoma baabi ababedri enya na hoɔden nyankopɔn adaroma ene enipa bi nti wɔfa so de aseda rampimo siedu de ma enipa nyina sei
ye be ya enso ye betimi di aboa wo mo a potop kase me beka so me ye vulnerable nunti ye yesi adi dwumadie bi beba ye friend is Sompa nkomo na empanifo yi nyame mu tidie na wo mo di dwumadie no ehye me nsa mo kwasem na enyemre sanse na bi wo mu dada wo ya te say ya maame efe lady counselor efe amano ente bi oba be pie wa ha obra wo ye bi wo nsira ya maame na wo yerepa mama liti anom akọ kakran adofo mu a papa no masofo afutu ene ye dia ba bedru ba bia ene yedri ti ye se ya fidi day yakoye community radio janso ade ne ye betumi di aboa na ye begigi amwase eye sanitary pad e di aboa 3 girls schools e wo Ghana Mount Carmel girls Techimai St. Louis and Wesley girls ye bo hu dawro adofo so ye yadom a ene ye bedane sa achede ni nyina e di ama wo
Ewusia nipa yete ne nken eye sompa komo de ya wote adwamo hini amesa adazo of mami premeni ene ekotie no ewusia make for Express Group Limited F4 amount so akwanto ho hyehyɛ mapanyina no mo abem ena identify ne kyeremu ewo Kumase asafo labor runabout ne kohia wo mo pese okosua de ana se bia wo pese okokoye adwuma ukodidwa akofa neema asaba enkomane mane kwatempo no eda wonom so abem mesro bomodia na efre wonom 0249 000448 and 0555 55 0067 one ebeje wo so. It's my kitchen restaurant. Eduane papa fi eduane a ede enuane no ahyemo ma eho ena wonsa ebeka no. Ewusia baba ya sports stadium enche ho traffic light ho eho pe ena wonom so abo won sesen. Na wase wo the promotion bi aba na enura wukuo na eye pizza Wednesday uto pizza ba kwa na wonom acho ba kokwa ene akwakoye ye wada wonom se banku with tilapia water 1 plate na wonom mama 1 plate aka ho wumpe we na wopede point and kill catfish ebi ewo ho ne bo nso eda form dwumade bi a wudi a wo hia aduane ana se bia pese ye niema kakra free juice ne ade ma no bomode na efre wo mu omba beye ama na so mu nyina na se wadofo ne nyina so a enimonyam ebekode ama wo 0265 707070 0265 70 70 70 and 0248 86 5046 and no it's my kitchen restaurant and yede wono ma ede ama wono but more than 3 herbal center one more draw one soya wade abedwa so 3 eco castles no won sabeka bi osisi ya wo ya wojo ho anje wudru mpam kura de abobo na wo chese ujojo wo ba na dru be wasa obetimi aya ma ne ma koye na ese wububu hwemesro basa ya ne ha dwen ye 3 eco capsules na entimi mo enyi kokko yade no ene amama ya hu hia ya abeje osisi aboso ne nyina free wo osisi be flexible be kwa ba ama won so awie ye no yetimi abo wabaso na ye ka cho second na ke ba dani heba misty heba ene apidan ke busu se be ewo ho baby a yetonno etuno bia se heba de ana se pharmacy for de no won sabeka adro we se bi ato na ayem tim yade so epamo no ama eye just usisi ya wo ya ne koko no so etimi aketwe wo mo mane 0246 107 107 0546 107 107 0546 107 107 na FTA fund ena ye kan for de ama wo mu ye adwumako ya wonom aba na wo mu se wo mu eba beboa ama enema nyina akwanka busia ma ye fancy asenom na ye fa aseda ya emu pipa ema ye rasante eboa Benedict ono ene semufo panyi akwahia somu asodela Mrs Japan na naire wono enso ekruche nsem ne bi edigo pono so masemufo so ne so wasatena fidie na chi echinchim ne fruma edemaye kukua ede kuku kase ni nyina enso maye ya Gracie Gracie na pamda dansem na menam sui wase ya Gracie so Gracie no ma bibia koye na ya bo ama na kwabna kese ene new screen nyina akwahia je wakode ene ofoso bema ebochi dom no ohini nso techire nyina moa eka ho bi ena kase etimi bedam nya kwa brono ma ene edom ni nyina nso so no ewo eyesunya no Sompa 98.9 wonom eto kase e ma de hye we chichi ni pincheye be wono ensa kan bi sanso ena bono epoye mantamfo nyina so etie de fa Sompa 90.7 ye no ewo nkranza pam dada me wo fa me nua be ma me mo adwo anwumre one abawa Sara nana champion ni dom ni nyina so papa toast ene systematic mo eboa ya ye nyina yetimi e de kase